Meow, 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 meow. Come on, John. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. How are we doing today? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are we doing today? Welcome to the stream. It is the first day of Art Fight. It has literally just begun. The website is freezing because it's so busy right now with the Art Fight website. That's crazy. Hello, everyone. Are we excited about fighting art with art? Doing pretty okay after the Mexico win yesterday. Yeah, congratulations on the soccer win. Hope you've saved references beforehand. Of course not. Who do you think I am? But I might try to access Art Fight through my phone. Because usually my phone is a little bit better at getting in. Ha 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 ha. So yeah, we'll see. But otherwise, there is something else I can do. But how are we feeling, huh? How are we feeling? How are we feeling? How are you guys doing, huh? Have you guys heard of Art Fight before? It is my first time participating. I'm very excited. I didn't know the website would freeze, which actually kind of makes sense now that I think about it. But you know, it's alright. Your noodles just got cooked, so you're good. Nice. 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 Very, very good. Very, very good. Are any of you participating in Art Fight? And if so, please drop your profile so I can see them. But here we can see on my screen, we see my little sheet that I made. I am on Team Mystery. This year there are 3 teams. And it's mystery, comedy, and tragedy, and I'm on mystery, obviously. I'm very, very excited to be here. Woohoo, woohoo. And it's my very first Art Fight. I am a little bit nervous. I'm just a little bit nervous. I'm gonna try to draw as much as possible, but we'll see how far we get and how much I can do. I'm trying to like look at some profiles, see if I can maybe find some characters so I can attack someone. But first, we see my profile, which is my little sheet that I did. I am not sure how much I can draw, but we'll see. I uploaded a few of my OCs. All of them are D&D Lamau D&D characters, but you know, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I've been trying to like do my best to build my profile and put some characters on there, so I'm really hoping that that worked out well and we can find some cute characters to draw. But yeah, I posted my profile to my socials today because I finished it this morning. Oops. I'm not expecting a lot of like attacks on me, but it would be nice. Who knows? And we'll see what I can do as revenge maybe. But first, we need to find our first target. I wanted to stream the website to you guys, but because it's lagging so much, I don't think that's really gonna work. So maybe I should just pick someone. Shall we attack? First of all, actually, let's let you guys decide. I think we are going to start with a proper attack. So like not a friendly fire one. So not a mystery person. But then who do you think we should attack? Should we attack Team Comedy or Team Tragedy first? Shall we fight Team Comedy or Team Tragedy first? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Don't know if I want to participate in this, but have fun. Thank you, thank you. I always missed it, and then I just didn't because I was terrified. So I just never really did. But now I'm like, yeah, I want to. Comedy seems fun. Comedy seems fun, right? Here to spy for Team Comedy. All right, then I feel like that's a good team to attack first then. We shall attack Team Comedy first then. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm trying to... I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm gonna look at my profile because I know that there was... someone from Team Comedy who followed me there. So maybe I attack them first. There's one Team Comedy person that followed my profile. Maybe find by tag? That we could do too. Could maybe look for another VTuber to attack first, so it doesn't feel as daunting. That could be cool. That could be cool. Maybe that's what we'll do, yeah. Seems like a good idea. Can you I've never used this website before. I don't really know how to use it. Can you even look by tag? Is looking like searching by tag possible? Ah, the website's so slow. We'll find someone to attack. We'll find someone. We'll find someone. We'll find someone. We'll find someone. There have been attacks shared already. Obviously. People have been working hard already. Can you search by tag? I don't think you can. You should be able to in the character search. Ah. Discover. Search. Characters. Aha. There it is. There it is. Tags. I'm gonna look for the VTuber tag. Oh, and then do Team Comedy VTuber. VTuber and Team Comedy. That's what we're gonna do first, but maybe after we can look for like something else. Can always find someone else. Really hoping I can do at least a few attacks this month. It would be so fun. It would be so fun. Oh my gosh, a friend shared a really cute Art5 profile with you. There's apparently a dog rescue on there and all their characters are dogs up for adoption. That's so cute. That's very, very cute. We could attack the spy. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing actually. I'm gonna see if I can find them. They haven't shared their profile. Maybe by the tag I can find. Ah! Oh no, spotted. Can I find the profile? Team comedy search. Bum bum bum. Let's see. Let's see. What is your profile, huh? Can I find it? I don't know. I don't know if I can find it. Take out the spy. Username is no one else on Artfight. Alright. Searching for you. We take out the spies first, guys! We take out the spies first! Okay. If the page can load, that'd be great. I'm ready for Cold War II Electric Boogaloo. What do you even mean by that? Oh, you have such cool artwork. Dang, really cool. It's also your first art fight. That's so cool. Yeah. Okay. Let's look through these characters. I'm gonna have to find a character that I can draw. I'll see if I can view this one. Because I feel like it'd be a good one for me to start with. Kind of, I want to start a little bit in my comfort zone, you know? Like, just a little bit. A little bit. Any green ones? Nah. No green ones, huh? I'm thinking kid seems fun to draw. Seems like a little bit in my comfort zone, you know? Just a little bit comfort zone-y. So I think that's the one we should go with. Just a little kid. Very smiley kid. Okay, guys, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. We're going to create a new file. I'll do like a square file for this one, I think. This size seems good. I feel like it fits well with like what I like to draw, and also I think I can practice the style that I've kind of been working on or wanting to do more of. So hopefully it will work. I forgot to move my drawing tablet closer. But I have to lean all the way over my desk. But it is now in front of me. You know what I've lost, guys? I've lost my artist glove. which is very inconvenient because now that the weather is hot, it's like, oh, it's terrible. I'm going to create a new one from clipboard. This is the reference that we're using. Very smiley kid. I think I will put the reference in a different window, so that means you guys can't see it anymore, but I can see it. I'm gonna be drawing the kid. The kid. It's gonna be a fun one. I want to do something fun and like kind of silly with it. Wondering what I could do to make it like a little bit silly. It's a bit big. A little bit of like a silly drawing. Art Glove also works with digital. Yeah, it's like it helps your hand glide across the screen. Helps your hand glide across the screen. So if it's super hot and your hand gets like sweaty and sticky, it's easier to not to like wear an art glove, so your hand is more slidey. But I don't know why, like how I lost it. It must be somewhere, but I don't know where. You can always go with the classic banana slip, like make it Mario Kart. That would be funny. I feel like I do wanna, I don't know, I wanna make them like small because it's like a small child. Let's read the information first, actually, on the character. Can like read their profile real quick. And then let's see. Information is age is unknown but minor. Pronoun she, her, it. Likes cupcakes, bro. Adventure and danger, dislikes boredom. A chaos kid, suddenly appeared and will not leave bro alone. Always grinning and willing to do whatever it takes to have some. Have some what? To have some. For more information, look at the profile. All right, little scavenger hunt. So we can do something. Oh, to have some fun. Lamau. How did that get cut off? That's funny. That's funny. Okay, bro is like a gangster and biker. Ever since he bumped into the kid, it will not leave him alone. Which kind of sucks when you were part of a criminal gang and you have to go to work. He tried everything to get rid of her, leaving her at the side of the road and speeding away with his motorcycle, throwing them into a dumpster and bribing her with sweets. Nothing worked. Now he has no other choice than to bring her to work with him without the other gang members finding out. That's funny. That's funny. That's actually funny. A little mischievous kid, huh? Okay. Little mischievous kid. I'm gonna start like semi-easy, so I'm gonna draw one character, only the kid. And I want to make it like kind of silly. That's what I'm thinking. So I want to make them like extra small looking. I know something. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Wait. I'm gonna draw it like so. I'm gonna draw it like so. I know what I'm gonna do. I feel like that would suit the character. It's like they have like the mischievous eyes too. But what if it was like A little like this. I have an idea. Just do like a big old grin. Big old grin. A very wide smile. And then I'll do something in a second and hopefully you guys will like get it. Look at that. Big like grin. It's like that. I'll do something to the sketch in like a bit. I want the hair to be a little bit bigger. We're gonna go with like a little bit bigger hair. Like so messy hair. Little ear here. That'd be cute. Nice. Looks cute already. I'm glad. Just a little silly sketch. I wanna like try getting better at sketching quickly and like drawing things. Maybe like it sounds weird to say, but like drawing things less detailed, or at least getting less lost in the details, you know? I feel like that's what's happening to me all the time. Like I get lost in the details and I kind of want to practice to not get lost in the details so much. So I feel like art fight is good practice for me. Because if I want to attack as much as possible, I'm gonna have to like let go of that like super detail oriented view. Yeah, I get the overall pose without trying to draw the details of it. Yeah. We're learning that as well. It's hard, right? Okay. I'm gonna try something. Don't laugh if it doesn't work. Oh, wait, maybe. I'm trying something. Don't you dare make fun of me, guys. Don't you dare make fun of me. I'm trying something. Jesus, thank you for being a member for 31 months. Oh my goodness. My alerts are working. Yippee! Thank you. Welcome aboard once again. Megamind, is that you? Look. I have a vision, okay? Thank you for becoming a member again. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I've been here for so long. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm cooking, guys. Don't doubt my artistic ability. I'm cooking. Don't doubt my artistic ability. Maybe I want to do something with the hand. I'm not sure. Not sure if I want to do something with a hand. I don't know. I'm... okay. Okay, wait. I'm trying to do something. Maybe not like this. Maybe this is not really working. Wait, let me reset that. Let me actually erase this. Like, try this again. I was thinking maybe like big. Like, make it like a little like mischievous vibe. Nah, I'm not sure. I like shoulders. Shoulders kind of there, maybe. Maybe like shoulders. There, and then like super exaggerated. That's what I wanted. Maybe I should draw it first and then fish eye it. Maybe we can reverse the fisheye. Wait, let me reverse the fisheye. Maybe we do it first. Thank you for becoming a member for 16 months, Arturo. She's got the stove set to 3,000 degrees Celsius. Let her cook, guys. I'm cooking. Okay, yeah, this is gonna work better if I do the perspective thing later. Like a t-shirt that's like way too big. Oh, that might be fun actually. Like a little maybe like a little bit like this. A little mischievous. Okay. And then we fish eye the whole thing. Okay. I'll fish eye it. Let's see if I can. Maybe not that much. Maybe? Not really, huh? This is not really what I was going for. Okay, wait, maybe I can still do it. Maybe I can still do it. I'm thinking. This doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Wait. I'm not sure. Maybe I should just go for the regular look. Just a regular look is fine. We can go for the regular look. We can just go for the regular. Let's just go for the regular. And then maybe we'll make it like, kind of like, I'll change the canvas size a little bit. Maybe I'll do that after I line it. Let's just line this sketch. Just work on it. See if I probably want to use a tool that's like a little bigger. Yeah. We'll make it like a cute one. Maybe a little bit smaller. Like one size smaller. And we just go at it like so. cute cheek. Flip the canvas because I can only draw one way, apparently. That doesn't look... That's better. Oh. Why am I looking at my big screen? I wasn't even looking at my drawing tablet. I was just looking at my big screen. I don't know why. Hand-eye coordination, whack. But you know. That is kind of cute. I can go like in with like a smaller tool maybe. That would be fun. Can do this. Ooh. Maybe a little bit more like so. I just want to draw like in like a simpler style a little more often. It's kind of like that style I showed you guys when I did the little like self-portrait. But that's definitely what I want to try for art fight a lot more too, is just drawing a more simple, comfortable style that just like lets me just draw like a lot of silly things and see how I like it, you know? See how I like the style. Because it could be cute. It could work out well, I think. Team comedy shall be obliterated. Team comedy must be obliterated. And that's what we shall do. We shall start with the obliteration of Team Comedy. And then maybe we can attack Team Tragedy after this. And maybe even we'll do some friendly fire. This seems fun. Can get the hair to look fun. A little like silly hairstyle. I like the small like dot like eyebrows. Big fan of dot eyebrows. I'm a big fan of dot eyebrows. But chat, what about you? Have you ever considered participating in art fight? Did you know about it? Because I had heard friends participate for like ages. I've heard them talk about it for ages. My friends have been doing art fight for the longest time. I don't like the top I did here. I'm gonna redo it. I want it to be bigger. Maybe more like that. I'll limit myself to lines. Yeah, that might be something. Didn't realize it went on for so long. Yeah, art fight is like... I knew about it, but I never really participated. It's my first time participating. I've never participated in art fight before. Just, it was kind of intimidating to me. I was like, how do people even start participating in art fight? Like, how does it work? But then I had seen like friends participate again, and some people asked about it. We're like, oh, are there more people here participating in art fights? And I was like, well, not me. I usually miss it because I thought it was last month. For some reason. I can't read. And I was like, oh, art fight was this month. Well, the month's already halfway over. So I was like, oh, well, too bad. No art fight for me this year, but maybe later. And then they were like, Riri, it's next month. And I was like, oh, I'm freaking blind and dumb. It's next month. So I decided to check it out. At first it was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna have time. But then I thought, you know what, actually, I might have time. I'm not taking commissions. I have like my week off right now. So I was like, ooh, maybe I do want to participate in art fight actually. And just like have some silly fun with it. And just like do some silly art pieces. Some of them may be more detailed than others, but you know, if I get inspiration for something, it might be fun. It might be a fun way to, you know, inspire myself to draw more. So I decided to make a profile. And I was like, well, I'll check out and see if I want to actually participate later on. Like check the art, like how it works and stuff. Because I had never done this before. I thought it was like I didn't know it was such a serious thing. Your friends are art fight veterans. Not to mention you have a prescription to stream from your doctor. Yeah, stop, like, quit your job and stream. Do things that you think are fun. Be creative. Get out there. I have my first like vitamin boosts last weekend, so hopefully they'll kick in soon and I feel less tired and exhausted. I'll feel better. That is what I pray for. I don't like how I did the hair here either, so let me edit that a little bit. I want to make it a little bit more voluminous. Give that kid a little bit more hair. I think that's cute. I'm just gonna do like a silly little drawing of this kid. It's just a silly little drawing. I feel like that it fits with like the character too, and it's a nice first drawing then. Nice relaxing first drawing, just a little silly guy. Smiley kid, silly little kid. Nice one to start with. But if you guys are participating in art fight, or you find someone participating in art fight and you like their profile, send it to me so I can get inspired by them. Because I'm looking for more inspiration. Actually, let me start with the middle teeth. So I can do it like so. Some extra hair here. Little ear thingy. There we go. Okay. Nice little style. Big forehead. Give the kid a big forehead. You know what I want to do? I want to make this a little bit more simplified because I feel like it's too detailed compared to the rest of it. Kind of want to make those lines a little bit like... I can make the forehead a little bit smaller too then. That's nice. Because of your usual style, all you've got going for you is like Wind Waker and Fire Emblem. I'm sure people would be happy to see that too. It's exciting. Okay, it's a little bit better. All right, delete the sketch. Let's color this guy, shall we? I'm just gonna color drop. And then I'm just gonna do it like so. Just gonna do some silly coloring. We'll add in some shading. We'll do some silly colors. Just some silly colors. I want to draw multiple attacks today, so it's a good challenge in drawing more simplified artworks. Mama Star gave me like paint pens. I posted some of the Pokemon silly guys that I drew on Twitter, and the paint pens are really nice. And they really helped me, because it's a limited set of colors, they really helped me like find a simplified way to draw things. And that also really inspired me to, you know, have more fun with drawing. That's mainly the goal for me with like participating in Art Fight, is kind of to have fun in drawing, see if I can draw more things quickly and still think like, oh, maybe this is a nice art piece. Because usually when I draw, I feel like everything I draw has to be something so big and like show-stopping, amazing artwork that is used till eternity, and you know, and it has to be like this complicated thing. And I don't want it to be that complicated thing. I just want to have fun with art. It is one of the reasons why I don't even know if I've mentioned it on stream, but I stopped taking commissions. I've closed my commissions for now. I don't know if or when I will open them again, but for now they're closed because I just didn't want to do them anymore. I was like, I don't want to feel like stressed about my art all the time anymore. I just want to have fun drawing. I had kind of lost that fun in drawing, and I really wanted to get it back. So I've been doing a lot of drawing for myself, and I thought that Art Fight would be a nice way to you know, practice like being less perfectionistic, and by doing that probably having more fun in drawing again. Does that make sense? But yeah, I stopped taking commissions for now. Are you gonna try to submit stuff that's not digital for Art Fight? Maybe actually, now that you say so. I might, if I find something that I think fits with relaxed traditional art. I might. Maybe. But yeah, I had a really, like, not to sound like super like sad or anything, because it's not necessarily like a sad thing. I just didn't really have fun drawing anymore. And that I did feel bad about, so I was like, well, I'll stop taking commissions because I'm not having fun, and that is making my art look worse. And I don't want people who commission me to like receive art that is subpar. And also I don't want to, I just didn't want to draw for a bit. So I'm regaining that love for art now. Yeah, it does feel like people are waiting, especially if I'm like, sometimes I just get a commission and I just struggle with it, and it's not for any particular reason. It's just I just turn out struggling with it because it is like maybe anatomy is not working out, or maybe the character design for me is not really working out, or maybe I'm just having like a bad time, like art time. And that makes commissions really hard if you're like not feeling great about your art. So I was like, you know what, actually I'm gonna stop taking commissions for a bit, and I'm just gonna draw what I want to draw. I'm just gonna draw for myself. So that is what I did, and I'm slowly regaining that love for art. But it's definitely what inspired me to also participate in Art Fight this year, because I was like, you know what, actually nothing, I can lose nothing by doing this. All I can do is win by just, you know, regaining more love for art. And if I don't like it, then I don't participate anymore. I just draw one attack and then I don't draw an attack ever again. So yeah, it was pretty much, I just want to have fun drawing. Not that I wasn't having fun doing commissions though. I do like commissions, but I was getting burnt out with them a little bit. And that makes it then hard to like stay on schedule and draw properly and be satisfied with the result. Like I would never deliver something that I wouldn't like be behind, but there's definitely commissions that I think maybe if I were feeling better I could have done better on, could have made them more interesting or something. So I started to really you know, not really like the process, because constantly I was like, well, I could have done better, but I just, at this time I can't. And that's why I decided to not take commissions for a while. Also because I don't really need the money for it anymore. When I didn't have a full-time job, commissions were a nice way to earn some extra money, but right now I don't really need that anymore. So I was like, well, what am I doing them for? You know, I was asking myself, like, why am I taking commissions? Do I like what I do now? Or, but I figured that I just didn't really have the time for them anymore, and I'd rather focus on, you know, having fun with art right now. So that's what I did. And I am sorry if people are not happy about that. But it is my decision, and I won't be changing it. Don't think I could do commissions because I just want to make silly drawings. Half the fun is coming up with the idea yourself. Yeah, sometimes I do like other people, you know, taking the wheel and telling me what to draw, like giving me an idea, but I also like to, yeah, draw what I come up with. And I think that at one point I was taking so many commissions that I was like, I was taking commissions and working full-time and streaming and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what, actually, nah. Actually, nah. I can't really draw. I don't have the time for what I want to draw anymore. So what the heck? I want to draw this kid in like a super bright shirt. Like, super bright. Let's do, actually, let's do the orange from the reference image. Ooh, like orange red-ish color. Let's make that the shirt color. feel like that's a good choice. And we can make the background bright as well. Do a little background moment. Thank you again for January, because it was more in close with our community that you had fun drawing the prompts in the gift exchange one. I'm happy that you liked it. I'm really happy that you liked it. I was kind of sad that I couldn't even participate myself because of like the whole work trip. But I did have a lot of fun hosting it, and I would probably like to do it again someday. Something like that. Because it was really fun. I feel like it could have been a lot more fun and better even if I were there to participate. Okay, and that's kind of cute. All right. Let's do a little bit of shading. What if... What if... Okay, idea. Idea, yeah, guys. Idea. What if I do like one shading color and I add that everywhere, and then I do like a bright background color? I think that might be fun. Like a bright pink. Ooh. Okay, maybe not a pink, maybe a green? I feel like I should make all the colors brighter then. I think that's what I'm gonna do, is make all the colors brighter. Just up the saturation of all these colors. Because I think it would be fun if it was just brighter. Shine brighter, brighter than the heavens and the skies above. Shine brighter, going supernova, all the eyes look up. Brighter. No, can't do that. Can't make it more bright like that. Maybe the hair is like nice and brighter like that. Okay, let's try to do like real bright color. I don't want to do blue. Maybe red, actually. Doesn't really work with a shirt. Yellow doesn't really work with... I think pink is going to be our best choice. Like a bright pink. Like this. Because the idea is then to have like bright shadows. You know what? I'll give it a try. I'll try it. I'll try it. Because I wanna give this a try. Maybe a little bit of a smaller. It will look better once I kind of tone it and stuff. But for now, I just want it to be bright. Pink seems like a good choice. It's the color I chose first, so you know. Probably a good one. Should have just gone with pink first anyway. Never stray from your first idea, your first thought. Never pick something else. Always stick to your first thought. My first thought was pink. Make it like this super bright. Super bright character. Seems fun. Seems fun. Maybe like so. I've always wanted to try this like whole adding all the shadows in one layer kind of thing. It's like doing one big layer of shadows. And then maybe we can do lights in a different color, or maybe like a brighter pink even. Maybe a brighter pink even. Really makes it feel like the character is in this pink background. Kind of pulls it together, you know? Kind of pulls it together. A little bit of shadow there. A little bit of the under nose shadow. A little bit like under the eyes. Just a little bit. And then a little bit of teeth shadow. I'll do this. Make this brighter. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Nice, 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 nice. I'm gonna erase this a little bit because I didn't notice. I didn't quite draw this right or color it right. There we go. Okay, rest of the shadows. It doesn't have to be that complicated. I don't want to make it that complicated. We're gonna try to keep it kind of simple. Not add too much shadow to the hair. Because I think that's my problem. In coloring too, I add like so much detail then. I don't want to add too much detail this time. So we're just gonna take it easy on the shadows here. Try not to overdo it because then it becomes too detailed again, and that's not gonna suit the rest of the style that I drew this in. Wow. Oh, oops. No, that's not good. This is fine. Like so. Your gut must just stare at you when you go against its initial suggestion only to come back to it. Yeah. Yeah. Me when I do anything. Okay, like so. Seems good to me. And do this, maybe like a little bit of shadow here. Add a little bit of shadow to the eyebrows. And I'll tone the shadows a little bit differently, I think. Because right now it's just a really bright pink. Still want it to be bright, but maybe not this bright. You know? And then have this cast some shadow on the skin here. A little bit of extra shadow here. Still don't want to make it too detailed, you know. The colors suit her so much. You think? I'm happy I chose this color then. I wasn't sure. It's kind of daunting drawing like other people's characters too, because you know, what do I know about them? What do I know? What if I draw them in like something that doesn't suit them? Like a situation or something. You know, there's like do's and don'ts on Art Fight, but still. It's a little scary. It gets a little scary. I'm happy they suit her. I'm gonna like try to make it look like a fun little thing. This could be... There we go. I think that must be it for the shadows. Yeah, that looks... I think that looks nice. And maybe... let's see. Actually, I do really like the bright colors. We wanted pink. A little more purple-y. A little brighter. I actually prefer the really bright one. Actually, let's keep it at that. And then I'll go with... see if we can do this. This color. Okay, maybe a little bit darker. Yes! So we can do... okay, maybe a little bit brighter. Maybe a little bit more towards this color. So we can do like lighter parts too. You know, like a little bit of highlights. I think that would be cute. Some highlights on like the clothes and stuff. Like nice like neon light vibe. Shading on the hair makes it look more messy. Heck yeah. Seems good to me then. I just want to add like a few little lighter spots. And like a little cheek. A little bit of this little like forehead light. A little bit of hair highlights. I do want the hair ones to be a little bit more pink, so probably gonna like try to edit them a little bit. That's okay, we can do that. I like the ones on the shirt. Maybe a little bit darker, and then we'll see if we can do... oh! Ah, right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can... oh, wait, no. Make it really bright. I'm not sure. Maybe I edit the mode. Is this just the same that I did before? Does it make a difference? Does it make a difference at all? I don't think it really makes a difference, does it? Maybe this still. Make it like super bright by just copying it a few times. All right, I mean, that's fine. This works, this works. Okay, and then I was thinking of also... Ooh, that would be nice. Yeah, color the line art, color the line art. Make some line art like a little bit softer, like the facial features, the ear. Inside of the ear would be nice if it's a little bit softer. The inside of the shirt. I'd make this all a little bit softer by just coloring the line art a little bit. That's nice, I think. Also, inside of the hair would be nicer like this, I think. Ooh, nice with like the pink hues on top. I like the pink. I like the bright pink. This isn't usually what I do, what I work with, these kind of colors, but you know what? I like it. Again, also part of what Art Fight is about for me is like experimenting a little bit. But, you know, just drawing some silly things. And then you know what I'll do? Like a little bit of airbrushing. And then I do want to do one more thing, which is add a little bit of like a blush, because I think that would be cute. I like a child. That's cute. That's pretty cute. Okay, I like that. I like that. Now I do want to cut it to size a little bit more because I don't like the composition exactly. I would like to change the size of the canvas a little bit more. Maybe by doing this. I think that's cuter if I cut off like a little bit of the hair. Or maybe maybe if I make the canvas a little bit bigger there. Like that. And then we could do like maybe all right, I'm thinking. Maybe like so. And we could do like, just like make it a little bit more interesting. And then I'll do this. I have an idea. Oh, whoops, not that. Although that would also be cute. Need to add like a little bit more color there because I moved it and that didn't work, obviously. That's okay. Do the same on the other side, but I won't do blue, don't worry about it. I won't do blue. I will be doing another color. Ooh. Yeah, like a red. Just like a little bit of, just a little extra thingy, you know? A little extra thingy. Maybe I want that to be at the bottom though. Or at the top. Or a little bit more here, there. No, this is a good spot. Maybe a little bit lower. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I think I like that. I was thinking very, very maybe. Not sure. I'm gonna test it out. It might not work. Like a green? Maybe like a super bright orange at the top? I don't know, maybe I should keep it pink. Do like just like a little bit different pink. I know something. I know something I'm gonna do. Yeah. I think this is what I want. It's just like this pink and then like just a little bit like maybe darker. And then we'll multiply it so it's still bright as right? Okay, do we have something cool? Maybe this. But I'll have to make the particles smaller. Not that small. A little bit bigger. Not that small. A little bit bigger. Maybe like so. Maybe this way. I just want to play with the background a little bit. It doesn't have to be like super detailed. The green to show who is attacking. We're gonna Gaussian blur this like a little bit. I don't like it. Never mind. I think we'll just keep it like this. Maybe the gradient was a good idea. Bright yellow. Bright blue. Nah, I like the pink. Let's just do like a brighter pink even. I think that works. Maybe like a really bright purplish color. I like that. I think that's nice. All right, only thing I want to do now is add one more thing. And then we'll do this. Nice. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Okay. I'm gonna save this as okay. Ooh. I should also do one thing though before I submit this, which is take my signature. I always forget to take my signature from, like, make an actual signature thing. So I have to open a commission I did, Lamel. And it's a real big one too. Just so I can copy paste my own signature. This is artwork I did, haha. Anyway. There we go. I'll make it smaller. Oh, whoops. Do you want to make it like kind of small? Do you want to make it like kind of small? And then, boop, boop. And then I'll make it like this color. Ooh, maybe this one? Maybe the bright blue? No, I don't like that. Maybe the bright red. Ice train. Maybe just this color. That looked pretty okay. I don't want it to, like, you know. Oh, you can put it in the white stripe. You're so smart. You're so smart. That's what I'm gonna do. That is indeed what I am going to do. And I'll make it like bright blue then. Ka-thunk. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. It doesn't like take away from the actual art piece, but it still is nice. Okay. Nice. My first attack, guys. My first art fight attack. Let's go. Ka-thunk. Oh, I don't know how the attacks work, but I'm gonna attack. Let's see. If I click attack, let's see how that works. My first attack. Wah, 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 wah. See if I can do that. I will have to look at the attack guide. Let's take a look at that together, actually, while I'm doing this, because that is also a part of art fight, is posting the attacks. It's gonna be my very first art fight attack ever. The website is still a little bit slow, but it's all right. It's all right. We'll get there. We'll get there. Submit attack. Finished level. Color. Clean color painted. Shading. Minimal shading. Background. Pattern abstract. Right? Yeah. Okay. Main image. Choose the image. Because you have to choose like a lot of things in order for them to really like rate the attack, you know. But that's okay. Let's do a little, just a little like you have to post what it looks like too. Post a little like picture. Does it need a content filter? No? Yes, maybe? Eye strain. Let's say eye strain. It might be a little bit eye strainy with like the super bright colors. So I'll say eye strain. Just in case. Select a size. Simple half body? Head bust shot? Half body? Half body. Right? Right? I think so. Okay, looking at the how to rate your attack. This is on the Art Fight website. The size rating refers to how much of a character is visible in the attack. This rating is applied to each character in your attack. Okay, drawn or painted. This category is for 2D drawings and paintings made digitally or traditionally. Crafts is for handmade physical art, like fabric, clay, beads, and glass. That's really cool, actually. Do people do that? That's sick. 3D model category and animation category. And polish is, you can say, oh, it's a polished piece, and it's when artists go above and beyond to attack with such a ferocity that it's deserving of higher rating. They're encouraged to select this option. Polish should include extraordinary work, effort, or time that can be seen throughout the piece. That is not what I did. I will not say polish. Description, though. How do you decide what it's called? How do you decide what it's called? How do I decide anything? How do I decide what to call the piece? You have to add a title, and then you have to add a description. I mean, it doesn't have to be long, right? It can just be small, I think. Small description. Deciding on titles and the like is hard. Like, what do you title it? What was the initial thought? I don't know what the initial thought was. I don't have an initial thought. I'm just gonna name them the character name. I'm just gonna do the title, the character name. They don't want you to know this one secret. Yeah. I'm just gonna say the kid. The kid. Attacking the spy. Very good description, yeah. I'll say attacking the spy. That's a good one. That's a good one. I said the description is attacking the spy. I see all. Is that a normal description? I don't know. Confirm attack details. Alright. That must be it. It may take a while. Please do not. Okay, half body. Yes. Clean color painted. Yes. Minimal shading. Pattern abstract. Okay, so this means half body features half of the character and may include limbs. It's half the character. What can I say? Clean color painted. There's little or no color spill, and the characters are toned or colored appropriately to match their reference images. Toned includes grayscale or monochromatic colors. Yeah. Minimal shading. Shading may appear in one or two places, but is not visible throughout the entire piece. One layer of gradient also counts as minimal shading. I would say this is minimal shading. Pattern abstract contains self-made, repeating designs or abstract backgrounds that are not overly simple. Also includes handwritten text / typography. Traditional pieces who have colored in the background by hand can also go here. It counts as abstract, yeah. Clean sketch, lined or lineless, features clean line art, clean sketches, or works that don't use line work but have clearly defined shapes and silhouettes. These drawings have very little to no visible construction lines. Well, that's what it is. Calculated points? 40. On a scale of 1 to what? No idea. But I'm submitting it. They really want us to fill out a survey. Do they give us a PSA score afterwards? I mean, they do calculate the score because it is a fight. So, art pieces that are like sketches are less points than fully shaded artworks. But it has nothing to do with skill level, which is nice. It's not like skill level based, it is effort based. Interesting. 40 points from on a scale from 1 to what? What is like, I'm gonna Google that. Maximum points in art fight. There's no official maximum point limit. How are art fight points calculated? I mean, yeah. But what is the max possible point count for one attack? We do not wish to publicize our point system out of fear of abuse. Art fight is really not about points anyway. The core of the event is to gift art to others. That's true. All right. I did it. I posted it. I posted it. I posted my first attack. Bam! Team Comedy obliterated. We obliterated Team Comedy, guys. We obliterated them. They're done for. You're welcome. Oh my god, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. We obliterated. Team Comedy is no more. Team Comedy. Joke's on them indeed. Indeed. In frickin' deed. Alright. Time to attack Team Tragedy, guys. Team Tragedy. We're gonna have to attack them. We're gonna have to attack Team Tragedy. We need to find something. Someone to attack. Thank you so much. No, thank you for having such fun characters. Dang. It's also just Artfight. Like, the website is just fun to read up on everyone's characters. I can't wait for the website to be faster again so I can browse all the characters. Hehehe. Now for the other team to meet a tragic end as well. Exactly. Exactly. That one was for Team Mystery. Tragedy. When the feeling's gone, you can't go on. It's tragedy. I don't know that song, probably. Maybe if I hear it. But I'm assuming it's a song. I'm assuming it's a song. I posted a Reddit post. I always post on Reddit when I go live. Let's see if nobody commented. I got some upvotes. So I was like, maybe someone commented their Artfight team, because I did ask. It's a song from the UK. Probably why I don't know it. Probably why I do not know it. Alright, there's a gateway timeout for Artfight. It is definitely struggling with the amount of people that are on there. I want to attack Team Tragedy next. There have been some people who followed me who are from Team Tragedy. So let's see if we can attack one of those people. Maybe. Because I feel like we should make attacks to the other two teams first. And then maybe if we have time left over, we can do a little friendly fire. A little friendly fire? Heard the first week can be a bit laggy. Yeah, because people are constantly looking for references on Artfight. I get that. I get that. It's slow. It's working. It's a little slow, but it's working. Let's see. Let us see. Do 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 do. Da da da. Da da da. All right, my first attack has been posted. Dang, I've never been that fast. Never been that fast. I was thinking maybe someone has like a maybe there are Ace Attorney fan characters. I was thinking maybe that would be fun. Probably we'll do another Artfight stream later on, and then we can actually browse browse the profiles. All right, let's see. There are some really nice character designs people have. People have some really nice character designs. Let's see. If any of you are by any chance familiar with people on Team Tragedy, let me know, because I then will check their profile and see if I can do something. All these Sonic playthroughs helping you speed through these attacks. Maybe. 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 There is a cool character I'm seeing that is pretty nice. That I could use. Draw maybe. But I'm thinking if there are other Team Tragedy people, maybe people that have already attacked someone. People that are like fast. People that are like insanely fast. Maybe that. I mean, the website is slow, very slow right now. So I'm gonna have to fill the time with talking, which is fine. It's just, yeah. I didn't know you could add more reference images per character, so I know what I'm doing tonight after this stream, which is add all the artwork that I put in a Google Drive file. That's my first time living, guys. I don't know how this works. I don't know how this works. I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah. I see a cool character. Let's actually go with this character. Not at all, because it's the only one I can see right now because the website's so slow. We're gonna draw this character who is called Elixir. And it is a character by Eclipse on Mars on Artfight. And I'm going to show you them real quick, or at least put them in a reference image. This one seems like a cool character. Real quick little display, and then I will be drawing them. They seem nice. I think, once again, what kind of size will I go for? I think this is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go with this. Kind of like portrait size, maybe. A little bit. I think I will sketch. Ooh, bright still. With a different tool this time. I do want to draw them, but I'm not sure like what. Let's read up on their character. It doesn't really include a lot on their character sheet, but that's okay. You can still draw it. It has fangs too. And elf ears. And there's a little reference chart for him. So that's pretty good. Let's see. How would I... I think I have an idea. Of how I want to draw this character. Can draw him in a different outfit. Draw him in a different outfit or hair. All right. I'll do like a little bit of a different outfit, I think. Like a little bit differently. All right, we're gonna be drawing because I have an idea. Maybe I do want a different size canvas for it, but first I'll draw the idea and then I'll change the canvas size. Because I just have an idea for this character. And maybe we'll make this like a colored sketch kind of situation. Would be nice. Which character did I submit for Art Fight? I submitted a lot of them. Myself. And I have mostly D&D characters. So I did submit multiple. Some of them I've talked about on stream, like Kalista and Vilmaris, I think, when I did a member stream where I talked about my D&D stuff. And I've added 2 other D&D characters, and then there's another character coming that I need to finish the design for, that I'm working on, but that's a vampire OC that I've had ever since I was very young, so I'm hoping that I can I can get that design done in like a normal-ish amount of time. I drew this one in the wrong place. I've decided to tilt the head a little bit. Not a lot though, just a little. Like that. And I want the shoulders to be like kind of pulled up higher. Oh, here we go. It's like Riri draws men again. I don't know how to draw those. You also had a vampire OC? I think the only one you've ever drawn? Really? Really? That's cute. Like my I wouldn't say it's my first OC, but one of my first OCs was a vampire OC. And I still have her as my OC. Okay. I definitely should be drawing this a little bit differently. You want to draw it like a little bit more from the top? A little bit more Jigglypuff as seen from above. But I'm not gonna draw like half body for this one. I'm gonna do a bust for this one. Because, you know, I'm gonna draw it in like a little bit of a different style again from the previous one. Previous one was very like bright. These colors are definitely more muted. So let's try that. Always struggled with having patience to draw, but you drew her once and then got back into watching anime. Nice. Sometimes I wish I had more patience to watch anime, because that's what I struggle with, is the patience to watch anime. don't have much of that. Maybe put the eyes like a little bit lower. I'm a little bit unsure, but we'll see. I'll make my brush a little bit bigger so I don't spend so much time doing like super detailed sketches. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get a little bit of a lash situation added. I'm not sure. I mean, it's definitely not in the right place. Let's first fix that. Let's see if I can fix this. I'm just wanting it to be like, kind of like looking sideways kind of vibe. That'd be cool, I think. It's back in the day when you were still a baby astronaut. When you had the patience. Now you only have patience for movies. I barely have patience for that. But definitely when I was younger, I also had a lot more patience for anime. I was definitely more of a binge watcher when I was younger. Not anymore. Just don't really make the time for it anymore. I'm like, well, there's so many other things I could do, and then I just don't know. I just don't know. I kind of wanted to cover like the lower part of the face by like a cape or something. I thought that would be cool, maybe. And have something like that, like cover the lower part of the face. I want the eyes to be smaller. I want the eyes to be smaller. I thought if I make the eyes like really small, they would look cooler. Oh, that's a little bit better. You can like continue to draw that. And then maybe make the eyebrows like that too. Like really put the eyebrows low on the face. Maybe move this one a little bit. So they're kind of more even. Yeah. Young You kept up with 26 anime? What the fuck? Like at the same time? Crazy. I would not have the power for that. Even when I was younger, I didn't have the power for that. But I would watch multiple shows in like a week. Just I lost my power to watch anime consistently. I'm still watching Zenshu right now though, but it's slow progress. Slow progress is still progress, so you know it still counts, but it is slow. Okay. This is something. I think we're getting somewhere. I'm gonna move this around a little bit. Okay. I'm just gonna... Yeah. Okay, this seems like what I kind of what I wanted it to look like. Not entirely, but you know. And I'll like, it has like a beauty mark here and then big old scar across the face. That's what this character has. I'll like probably remove it from the sketch later. Like I'll probably do like kind of like sketching over the sketch and then whatever, like make it a little bit more polished. And then color that sketch. Just like getting the main features in. Like very like handsome hair. I wonder why people thought I might be neurospicy. As they were airing, you drop a few, but maybe closer to 20. Jesus. Oh my goodness. 26 anime. You read more manga than watched anime. Really? I got into manga reading way later. Now I read more manga than I watch anime, but still not a lot, but more. It's still more. Look, I thought maybe... if I drew it like so, like kind of from the top and made it like a nice... like kind of almost a wintry vibe. And like cool off with like wintry vibes, you know? I feel like that'd be cool. I made my OC sheets for art fights so detailed. What the heck? I really feel like I didn't have to do that, but I didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't know how this worked. I have to add in the ears too. Maybe I'll make them like go down a little bit. Like colder weather. It could be nice, yeah? Like elf ears, kind of. This one needs to be... you know what? Actually, I'll redraw it. What the heck? I'm not gonna put in like the effort to change it if I can just redraw that ear. Like that. All right. have some hair still like that. And some hair like so. But I want to cover that a little bit. You like the hair? Yeah, the hair is like really like nice and soft looking. Your bestie also read so much manga, but funnily enough, music and sound makes you be engaged more in a scene, so you get distracted when you read manga. Ah. Ooh, manga was a treat. You get your pocket money monthly and immediately spend it on manga. That's cute. I also bought manga from like my pocket money. I think my parents were happy that I was buying manga, like, as opposed to, you know, video games or something. They were like, ah, at least she's reading. I always liked reading when I was a child. I kind of lost the love for reading when I got older and, like, had to read for school. Kind of lost that magic. Like, reading magic. But, you know, that's fine. I feel like that's the case for a lot of people who like to read when they were children. I hear that a lot. Or at least used to hear it a lot. I feel like it's a common experience. You like reading and then you have to read like things that you don't like to read for school and stuff, and then you kind of start not liking reading anymore. Definitely happened to me. School killed your love for reading. Yeah. Primary school forced you to take several steps back in reading level. Oh my god, we had the same experience? Oh my god, same? Same childhood? What the fuck? Oh my god, when I was okay, I'm gonna like kind of toot my own horn. When I was in like elementary school, I learned to read before I was taught to read in school. I knew how to read before I was taught how to. I don't know how I did it. I was just interested, okay? I was just interested in reading. I loved books. I learned how to read before I was taught. So, went into school, was always good at reading, and then I got to like 2nd grade, I think, in elementary school, and teachers were like, this sounds like a lie. Like, we had to read books or like pick books based on our level, and I would be like, well, I would like to pick a book this level, and they were like, no, that's not your level, you're in 2nd grade, you can't read that. And I would be like, well, I can read just fine. And they were like, no, you can't. It's impossible for a child to read you don't know. You can't read that well, you're lying. And I was like, oh, well, apparently I'm lying. So then, for like the longest time, I genuinely believed I couldn't read, which is so dumb. And they wouldn't let me read the actual books that were meant for me, because they didn't believe that I could read, and then I didn't believe that I could read for the longest time, because, you know, adults in like a position of power told me I was lying and I couldn't read, so apparently I was lying and I couldn't read. So yeah, I ended up not really reading things that were meant for me for a long time, until I eventually thought, you know what, actually, fuck that, I can read, and then I started reading again, and I loved reading. But yeah, I was definitely told, you can't read that well, read something that is your level, which is this, and that was like way too simple for me at that time, so I just believed that I couldn't read. I have a theory we may gaslight you that you can't ride your bicycle. Probably. Probably would work, yeah. Probably would work if you were to tell me that I wouldn't know how to ride a bicycle, probably I would believe you. I'm gonna edit the canvas size right now because I would like it to be like a headshot, kind of. I would like it to be wider. Kind of like that. That's what I was thinking. Maybe smaller eventually, but I want to do like big, like woolen. Stuff like coat. Like cape or something. Vibes. It's the overall vibe. I think I'll refine this sketch a little bit and then I'll start coloring it. Should I do that with this tool again? Oh, that's very small. Yeah, I will use this tool again. I'm gonna do refine sketch. Refined colored sketch. Because I think that's what it is. Didn't doubt myself, but I just went, I'll do the bare minimum you ask of me and I'll complain the whole time. Oh yeah. Me in high school. Eventually. I liked learning. I've always liked learning. I really liked school and just the school environment. But I mean, I didn't like the like vibe sometimes that certain teachers had, where they just wouldn't like believe you or take you seriously. That would make me lose all respect for them if I wasn't taken seriously. So definitely in high school, I felt like, oh, if you don't take me seriously, I won't take you seriously. Like I wasn't like difficult or like messing up classes or like being difficult in class, but I definitely had very little respect for some teachers just because they didn't really show respect for me or for the students. I had some problem with like authority figures sometimes. I think this will be nice, like a kind of refined sketch. Had a memory unlocked in high school. You borrowed a manga history book from the library. Your friends wanted to look and immediately found booba. They would not let me forget. Oh my god, I feel like that has happened to every anime fan ever. Where people are like, yeah, let me look through your stuff. And you're like, well, okay. And then they immediately find something that is so like not your vibe. But they will bully you with forever. I also, when I lived in like a student accommodation, when I was in college or like in university, I had some like roommates come into my room at some point just for like fun, you know, or like for like hanging out or whatever. And one of them was like, oh, what kind of manga you got here? And like looked at the manga and then saw my freaking manga for Citrus. Which by the way, I had like volume 1 through 3 and I ended up selling them when I found out that actually this is not what I like. But it was one of the very few like Yuri manga out there at the time, so I got it because, you know, it was recommended to me by a friend, and I was like, okay, I want my gay manga, and then I found out that it was kind of problematic, and I was like, oh, well, you know what, actually, I'll sell this at a con, and I sold it at a con. But one of my housemates came in and was like, yeah, what kind of porn you got here? I was like, what do you mean what kind of porn? I read normal things. And then he grabbed Citrus. Ah! I was just like, oh my god, this is, oh no. It was a canon event. It was my canon freaking event. I was like, oh no, 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 no. And then it was just like, no porn, huh? And I just looked at the cover. I was like, please, please, you picked one wrong one. One wrong one that was just out there. You can't judge me based on that one. That's mean. Can't judge me based on that one. But they did judge me based on that one. Too bad for me. Remember Yuri light novel, Strawberry something? Strawberry Panic? Strawberry Panic? Is that a Yuri light novel? Strawberry Panic? I think it may have been Panic. Yeah, Strawberry Panic. Like, that's the first thing I think of. I'm not too familiar with it. You know, lately I've really been liking this brush that I'm using right now, which is the Millie pen in Paint, no, Clip Studio Paint, because it doesn't use pen pressure, or at least not a lot. I think it uses it only a little bit. And I really like the effect it gives. I don't know what it is. But I just really like the effect it has. I like how the lines look. So I've been playing around with it quite a bit. That one like close-up drawing of me that I made last, like the last art piece I did of myself, was also made with this this brush. I really like it. I have a lot of fun with this tool. I think it's a very nice one. Do you guys have favorite well, what's it called? Brushes, if you draw traditionally, or favorite tools if you draw. No, if you draw digitally. I mean, if you draw traditionally, do you have favorite tools? Like, do you like to paint, or pencils, watercolors? I used to be a pencil girly before I did like a lot of digital art. Before I had like a drawing tablet and stuff, I would use coloring pencils a lot. And sometimes chalks, depending on the piece. I've used a few chalks in my life. Not a lot though, I'll have to admit. Not a lot of chalks, but some. I have a whiteboard and has one pressure sensitive pen, and your stick people are of course very detailed. I mean, you never know. If it works, it works. Not shaming anyone's stick people. Like, I just, you know, sometimes stick people do reign supreme. I love it when I, like, did commissions, and if people were like, yeah, I can't draw, but I made a stick person, like, reference for you, I would be like, oh, thank you. That was perfect. I know that Rye did that once for, like, a commission I did. He was like, oh, here's a, like, stick figure reference. And I was like, okay, perfect. Thank you. Because that really does make things clear. Can be a really good way to actually understand what the commissioner wants. So stick figures, I'm a big fan. Aw, I like this piece so far. Having a good time with it. A little bit of a thicker outline there. And that's alright. We're doing some folds. Nice, nice. Some more folds there. I think I do want to add one more thing. I'll do it on a new layer. But I did see in the references that this character does have earrings too sometimes. So I do want to give him earrings. Like that. That would be cute. Nice. Okay. And then erase the insides here. There we go. I think that's nice. Alright. I'm gonna do a little bit of erasing here too. Just to show that that's behind the hair. There we go. With the eyebrows, do the same thing. On this side too. There we go. Delete the sketch. Yeah, I feel like that's good. Seems like an Amano drawing for Final Fantasy, just with more detail. Let me actually look that up. Because I want to know. I want to know. Oh, it's that art. Really? You think so? Oh my god. Oh my god, I mean, thank you. Oh my god. I freaking love that art. That's so sick. I'm having a fun time with it. Okay. I'm gonna add some color to this. It's not perfect, but it will do. Okay. I'm gonna add some color. I'm thinking maybe using a different kind of brush for the color. No, not that one. No, not that one either. No, that's what I just used. Cube brush. No. Where is... This is a brush that I really like to use for some colors. I'll probably use a little bit of that. Maybe what I should do is just use the regular one. Or maybe the coloring brush that is called coloring brush. I think that might be nicer. If So just use this. I'll color it a little bit differently than the last one. I'll like color over other colors then. First, the skin. And I'll do the hair on top because it's so fluffy, you know, the hair. I don't have to be super precise. This is like a little bit of a relaxed version, you know? Relaxed version. Relaxed version. There we go. And then... oh, whoops. Still the wrong tool, Mal. Like do that, maybe add like a little bit of like a red-ish color because I want it to be like kind of snowy, like cold. And then on top of that we add the scar. Which is again like so. Maybe a little bit bigger of a tool. And then maybe if I erase part of it, we can do like a little bit of like kneaded eraser to give it like a little bit of a more painterly vibe. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. Then, gotta zoom in on my reference. This character has some... ooh, I would like to do this with like a watercolor brush, I think. Has some like eyeshadow vibes like that. Very nice. Yeah, nice. Okay, we're gonna go in with the watercolor brush for the eyes too, I think. Because, you know, I think that's fun. Now maybe actually I'll color over this too, so I can do the hair color on top of that. Like a darker color. And then maybe for the eyes, I will do like bright and fully colored. Maybe like so. Maybe like so. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I think I want to add... I want to add a little bit of shadow. Not like super detailed, but you know. A little bit of a shadow vibe. Just a little bit. like that. Mm-hmm. Not sure if I like the shadows, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't think I like them. Now that I look at it. No. Delete them. Okay. We'll use the coloring brush again. Add in some hair. Maybe a bit bigger. Not super precise. But that's okay. Doesn't have to be. That's not the goal here. Once again, the goal is to just make an art piece, a little tiny gift for a character that I think looks cool, just convey a vibe, and have fun with it. I used to do a lot more like artworks like this before I did streaming. I used to do a lot of like quick sketches, a lot of Ace Attorney fan art. And it was all kind of like this. Just like colored sketches. I would just clean up a sketch and then be like, oh yeah, color it in, just throw on some color and then be done with it. And sometimes I miss just, you know, chilling with art like that. So that is also the goal. To just do some silly drawing. Doesn't have to be super detailed, it can just be sketches. And maybe I'll do some finished pieces, who knows? Maybe there will be some. But for now, for stream, I do want to just get them done, you know? Probably will do another art fight stream during this month. Because I do want to... I think I forgot to add part of the head in my refined sketch. Oh, that's okay. I can add it in with color, that's fine. Oh, that's a little too messy. Don't make it too messy, you know? A little bit messy, yes. But the right amount of messy. Not too messy. Okay, get a bigger brush out. Oh, get an even bigger brush out. Color the rest of the hair. There we go. Because you do want to fight. Yeah, I want to fight. I do want to post attacks, you know? I want to do them. For this one, I am going to add some... maybe some shadow a little bit, or at least like a little bit of I'll probably like blend it a little bit later. But do some of this. I think it's also a little bit too dark for what I wanted. Just some messy coloring. And then we'll see I don't really feel like doing like super intense shading. Wild that this still counts as like shading in the final piece. Like even if you add gradients, it counts as shading. I'm gonna blend this out a little bit. This is the blending tool. Just a little bit of blending here and there. I don't really like this tool that I've used. Let's try it again. Maybe actually would like to use this. It seems like an interesting tool to use. I think it would be interesting if this worked, but I don't really know. I'm not sure. Maybe if I blend it, or if I like blur it. Let's see what happens if we blur this baby. Would bleed then maybe. Might be pretty cool. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do this, add some glow. Maybe with like a different kind of tool. If I do it like so, and then I can blur it, and then it might look nicer too. If I blur this filter, blur. Not too bad. And then make it lighter. This works. I think this works. Gotta get our shading points. Nah, not necessarily. Just, you know. Do want to do something. And then maybe we can do like this, which is what like all those cool artists do, is like shade the bottom of the hair, like make it look more like the skin tone, so it looks softer around the skin. Yeah, that's nice. Do like a little skin tone overlay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. New color. Let's see. We will use some of the colors that they wear. Let's do that actually. Let's coloring brush. Let's do like the big guy in there. We can do it on top of this coat because we will color the coat later. Color the coat after, and then that will be obscured. So that's all good. Do it like so. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, this one I just want to add like a little bit of probably like shading with the watercolor brush. Just like a little bit of this. Just a little bit of that. Just to add like a little bit of texture. I feel like that's nice. I used to use this one a lot more. And I did like a lot of my Ace Attorney art. I really like to use this tool. This is actually, this brush is actually what got me to get Clip Studio. Because before this I used Paint Tool Sai. But then I decided, no, I'm gonna use Clip Studio now. Nice. All right, new color. Just gonna be the color. Oh no, let's do this first. Actually, I'm gonna do the cape or coat or whatever first, because that's such a quick little coloring spree. Nothing too big. A little bit of color added. There we go. Nice. Maybe even a little like lighter color to that. Yep. Okay, and now the last one. Last color. And that is going to be this one. Like the coat color, or like the fur color. Boots with the fur. The whole club looking at her. She hit the hood. She hit the hood. Oh, it's not the last color. We need to do the earrings too. Need to color the earrings still. So not the last color. I lied to you guys again. Oh my goodness. When will this woman stop lying? The answer is never. And I want to add like a little bit of background too. Maybe not. Maybe like a little like simple color. Like kind of want it to be a little bit snowy, you know? I was thinking snow would be nice. Maybe we can add snow. Like in front too. Okay, this one definitely requires the watercolor brush. Because what if I didn't use this watercolor brush, what am I even doing? For the fur. If I didn't use this for the fur, what am I even doing? Just add in a few more browns so it looks a little bit more shaded, and then like a little lighter colors. There we go. That is nice. That's nice. And then we do the earrings, and I think they're bright green. Usually are. Like a dark red and a bright green. But these don't have to be super detailed. Just wanna do them like this. Just do like a quick coloring. Not gonna like detail them too much. because I just want it to be like quick rendition. And that's an extra color here. Okay. Good base. Good base. Now. Maybe like so. And like we can add like a little bit of wait. I think there is a better tool for this actually. The cloud tool. It's like kind of like backgroundy. Maybe like a little bit smaller. Oh, a little bit too small. For like snowy like environment. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna do another thing again. Oh no, this, and put all those layers. I'm making a folder, and I am doing this, and don't be scared. Maybe a little bit like so. Not sure. I'm looking for the right mode that I like. Maybe color. Yeah. Make it all a little bit more saturated. Desaturated actually. A little bit more blue. And then I would like to see if maybe there is a tool for snow. Can do like cloud at least. Like a little bit of like breathing there. And then probably like in front of the character would be nice because then he blends in with the background. A little bit more. Nice. I like that. I like that. Is there a way I can do snow? That's ground. Let's see. Effects. Maybe there is like a snow effect. There's dappled light. But no snow. I don't think there's snow. We had the maybe this one, and then we can do particle size can be bigger, particle density, particle spray deviation. Let's see. Brush density. That's a bit too much. Particle density. Small. Very small particle density. Particle size smaller. Not that small apparently. Not that small either. Maybe if I just tap it like in multiple places and then make the particle size a little bit smaller and then tap it in multiple places again. Okay. and then make it a little bit smaller, and then tap it into multiple places again. I don't like the one in the middle. And then, like, multiply it multiple times. Oh, no, not you. And then blur it. Yeah, there we go. Nice. I like that one. I like that one. That's really nice. Could be bright, but maybe like that. Don't want to desaturate the colors too much. We're gonna have to grab my freaking signature again from the same art piece. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I can't believe. Nice, blends in with the background quite a lot. Okay, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. And this is Elixir. And I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for today because I do notice that I'm quite tired. I'm sorry, guys. But we're gonna upload this to Artfight. And then that's my fights for today. It's my attacks for the day. What do you guys think? This is quite a fun piece, actually. Pretty happy with how it looks. Even though it's like, you know, a simple piece. It's pretty nice. I'll leave it zoomed in for you guys while I submit it. What do you guys think? I had a lot of fun doing that, actually. That was really fun. Let's see. Attack. Is okay. I do notice that I need to save my energy still. Like, I've been feeling a lot better. Like, definitely more energized. But I do forget a little bit about just still not feeling great. I really have to, you know, simple background. What is prop scene elements? Oh, I need to look at the rules again because I have no idea. I need to look at the rules again for the attack guide. Like what the background is like. Because, you know. Alright. Let's see, what is the drawn, painted, the guide, rough sketch, clean sketch. It's a clean sketch, color, rough color. I would say I'll call this rough color, to be fair. Well, is it rough color or is it just like colored, clean color painted? Nah, let's say rough color for this one. It's not fully shaded. It is minimal shading. And no / minimal background or photography. I didn't do photography. Pattern or abstract. Not necessarily. Props, scene, elements, design layout. These types of backgrounds can consist of several elements in the background but don't fully make up an environmental scene. The category can also be used for grounding props or held objects. And a scene is like a full-on background. Pattern abstract, I guess. I'll go with pattern abstract for this one too, just because it's simple but not like you know, You never had fear of mistakes when you draw? All the time, all the time. I fear drawing. I fear drawing all the time. I fear drawing all the time. I fear drawing all the time. I make mistakes all the time too. So it's definitely not perfect, but you know, as long as you have fun with it, it's fine. I think that's important. But I make mistakes in my art all the time. Oh my god, there's borders you can add to your artwork? Okay. You know what? I'll think about that later. Okay. I decided to just head bust shot. Okay, got it. Pattern abstract. Confirm attack details. Let's see. What do we get? What do we get? Head bust shot. Rough color. Oh my god, 18.75 points? Oh my. That's a lot less than the previous one. Dang. Alright. It's less than half. That's alright. We have a head bust shot, rough color, minimal shading, pattern abstract, clean sketch, or lined submit attack. I'm happy with that. It's not about the points anyway. It's just funny to see the points differ. But yeah, that's the second piece we did. I had fun drawing that one. I'm glad you like watching me draw. I like drawing. Alright, we attacked both other teams. Let's freaking go. That was really, really good. That's nice. Nice. I submitted my attack. Ooh. Well, my 2 attacks are done for the day. We attacked both teams. I'm happy that we attacked both of them. Let's see. Let's put them together. Oh, that one's so bright. We have the little kid that we did. And then we have the elf guy. Very different vibes. Oh, oops. I think it's so funny. They're so different. Look at that. I drew both of these. But we attacked both Team Comedy and Team Tragedy. So Team Mystery shall reign supreme. It's over for them bitches. We are, yeah. We're winning. It's over. It's so jover for them. We got it. We're doing it. Anyway, I hope you guys liked watching me draw again. I had a lot of fun drawing 2 very different pieces. Very happy with how they turned out. Let's put this one on display a little bit more. It also makes me think I should probably do like snowy pieces for myself someday and just not worry about like drawing and not finishing line art perfectly. Like this sketch works fine. It looks nice. I like how it looks. I'm happy with how it looks. So I hope you guys had fun watching me draw. That was a really fun time. Probably later in the month we'll do more art fight. If you guys want to find me on art fight, you can. I am there. I have a profile. I shall share it in chat because I have an art fight profile where I have some OCs uploaded. There will be one more probably that I'm gonna add, and I will see if I can attack people if you follow me. If you attack me, if I can do revenge. But if you are also doing art fight, my profile is there, and I am ready to draw. I'm excited to draw more. Man, this is so fun already. I'm having a lot of fun with it already. Anyway, I'll see you guys again later. I'll check real quick. But you guys can always, you know, follow me on art fight. I'm gonna be sending you guys to Atori Taiga, who is doing Deltarune time. So I'll send you guys over there. I hope you guys have a fun time. Thank you for the rate message, Elle. Thank you so much. I was about to get it, but thank you so much for getting that for me. I will be probably lurking for a bit, and I'm gonna rest up. But I will see you guys again soon, and by soon I mean in 2 days, on Friday, for more of Possessors, which was the fun little Metroidvania demon game that we played last time that I couldn't get enough of. So I'm excited to get back into it, and probably have forgotten all the controls and need to relearn them. So that's going to be a fun time, and that's going to be a fun struggle. I'm excited to get back into that. I will see you guys then. Until then, I'll be seeing you guys on the Twitches, the TikToks, the Discords, and the Instagrams. And until then, thank you guys so much for coming, and bye-bye. Bye-bye.